Morning, brothers and sisters. We are still going on with the story of Melchizedek, and Abraham. So why God allowed Christ to be given back to Melchizedek? So we read in the book of Psalm 110, verse 4, that God is sending back Christ, Christ coming back again in the line of Melchizedek. But so you have to find out why God, sending Melchizedek to meet with Abraham and giving him Christ, introduce Abraham to Christ, and now again the very same Christ is back to Melchizedek. That is a very serious problem. But yeah, we read in a book, so we want to find out why. What is the really cause of that? Because when you lose Christ, everything starts collapsing. But of course, things don't start one time, but they gradually things goes down until you're gone. But here in the book of Jeremiah, we see one of the facts why God, allowed that thing to happen. So Jeremiah 16. So we read here in the book of chapter 14 actually. 14. Yeah, you can see properly in the book of 14, Jeremiah 16. So therefore, behold, the day comes, say the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord lives, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord, lives, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the land where he had driven them, and I will bring them again unto the land that I gave unto their father. So this is a very complicated matter, because here we read about Israel, so they will no more speak about the God who brought the children of Israel out to the land of Egypt, but the Lord who, who bring the children of Israel from the north. From the north, where is that north actually? And from, we know the north is European north, north is also in the American continent, Canada and the United States. So we don't know which north the God is talking here, but we'll find out, and then we'll wait and see where people will come out from the north, So you say that, but the Lord lives, the people will speak about the Lord lives, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the land where he had driven them, and I will bring them again unto the land that I gave unto their father. See, this talking is very, very difficult, because he himself, God, say that the day comes, say the Lord, that it shall no more. When God said no more, that is no more. No more be said, the Lord lives, that brought up, the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Which means that the story of the calling of Abraham, the children of the Isaac, Jacob, all the things of Israel coming out of the land of Egypt, so on, will just be forgotten. So no one will talk about those stories anymore. I don't know if people really take it serious, but when God speaks, so that must be serious, So you can see it properly. Jeremiah 16, the chapter 14. So we read the same thing also in Jeremiah 20. Is not only once, but is twice. We read the same story in Jeremiah 23, I think. Sorry. 23. 23 verse 7. You see that? See? The return of the remnant. Jeremiah, this is Jeremiah 23 verse sorry. Jeremiah 23 verse 7, yes. As you see it properly. Therefore, behold, the day comes, said the Lord, that they shall no more. This 23 Jeremiah, which means it's twice. No more say that the Lord lives, which brought up, the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord lives, which brought up, and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the land of the north countries, and from all the country where I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. That is, who are those people coming from the north? Is this thing happen already? People come from the north, they are going back to the land of Israel, because this is applied to not the old, because those people living today in Israel are, they are the people of the old covenant. The old covenant, which means from Abraham, that's what God is talking here, that will no more come to mind. That is finished now. So he's talking about the new thing, about the new Jerusalem coming, and his people, the people of the new Jerusalem, which God will bring out from the north. Not these people living in Israel, because that Christ died hanging on a tree. So that Israel is standing today is cursed, because the Bible is very clear that if someone dies on a tree, so the land is cursed. Other folks, so I'm going to read for you in this passage of Hebrew. Okay, this is Hebrew, the book of Hebrew. The writing of Paul is the book of Hebrew. You can see clearly. Chapter 7. Chapter 7, actually it's chapter 9. No, it's chapter 8, sorry. Chapter 8. It's chapter 8, and verse 8. This is, let me make it clear. So we read, actually we can start from chapter 7. Hebrew 8, verse 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought, for the second. For finding fault with them, he said, behold, the day comes, say the Lord, when I'll make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their father in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt. But because they continue not in my covenant. You see, that's the problem now. Because the Israelites didn't continue, in the God's covenant. With the God's covenant, that's what we read here. verse 9, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regard them not, say the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days. Which days? So the days will come, say the Lord, I will put my laws into the mind, and they write them in the heart, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Actually, it's a very serious, this problem. So the Israelite, so we can understand now why, God is very clear, okay, this passage is taken from, Paul took it from Jeremiah 31. You can read it yourself and find out. It is a very serious problem, this one. You may listen and not take in consideration what I'm talking about, but the time will come, and you say, oh, but I heard this man talking, but I didn't take it serious. So here, God is rejecting, rejecting the nation of Israel that we see standing now. So here we read that because they continue not, in my covenant. So God also in return say that, and I regard them not, say the Lord. So God will not give any consideration anymore to these people. Okay, now we don't see anything happening, but the time will come when things start falling into place, but it won't be long because we are close to the end. But thank you very much. So you must think about it. Thank you very much for listening. Until the next time. Bye-bye.